If you're just starting your business, you have to have the most boring lifestyle possible to make things work. You can't be going traveling all the time or spending a few hours a day working and then messing around and doing other activities because you're not going to get anywhere. You actually have to sit in and just focus. And I hate the term lock in, but essentially that. Just stay there, lock in, and continue what you need to do. I can attribute having a simplistic slash boring lifestyle as probably the biggest driver to why I've been able to grow my business. So basically, for a bit of context, running a video editing agency, been full time for the last 2 years now, running it for about 3 years. And since then, I've grown a lot. And from that, just having a very boring lifestyle and focusing on what needs to be done has been the biggest driving point. Because I've gone to Bali, done that kind of digital nomad lifestyle and all that shit. Did that for a month, and then just I couldn't focus. I couldn't work. It was basically traveled there from New Zealand to Bali to just working what, another four walls and not do anything. It's like if you go in there, you're going to want to travel. And I kind of found myself working from 8 till 2 and then 9 till 12 or whatever it was. And it just wasn't like, it wasn't, I was half-assing both things. So if I'm going to go, you want to travel properly or just work properly. And you're not going to do the second one because you've gone all that way. And I think just kind of having this really, I mean, not extravagant lifestyle, but even just kind of going on lunch dates every week and then seeing like networking events all the time. It's kind of just, I find it's more just procrastinating rather than doing anything. And maybe, could be wrong, for this is just what's worked for me, but I mean, maybe if I had a coffee date with someone every day and went to these networking events left, right and centre, maybe things could be completely different, but maybe not. And this is a big lie that's sold on social media where you can kind of start these businesses where you click a few buttons, make your money, and then you just do whatever you want. Like it's just such a lie, because if you're starting from scratch, which is most people, like this is more for kind of people under 24, whatever. It's like if you're starting from scratch, you just have to do the work required. You can't, like these Autobot tradings or day trading and everything like that. Maybe like for day trading, it definitely works. People do it well, but it's the lie that is sold to young people who are going to buy into that dream. That is the problem. You can't get into the business game and just think, I'm going to click a few buttons and that's that. I'm not actually going to learn any skills, but I'm just going to print money. Like it's just not how it works. You actually have to learn a proper skill, get good at it, and then repeat it. And with that, that means working 10, 12, 14-hour days all the time. Like for myself, day to day now, but a few months back, I was living a very lazy lifestyle, probably working, I don't know, 6 to 8 hours a day, which is still somewhat normal. But for someone trying to grow a business very early on, it's just, you just can't do that. Day to day now, I just live such a boring lifestyle, but I enjoy it. I get like my self-worth is from working hard and a lot. And that's probably a very toxic mindset, but it's what works for me at this stage of life. But basically wake up at 5 a.m, go to the gym, go home, have a sauna or ice bath, and then just work from 6:30 till about 6:30, round about those hours. Go home, missus made dinner, eat dinner, and then we just spend time with each other, go to sleep, repeat. And with that, it just allows me to do what's important and just eliminates the rest of the fluff. Like I'm not have a coffee, meet up with some mates every so often, every week or so, but it's more, I'm not just becoming antisocial, but it's just prioritizing on what's going to move the needle. Because if you're just fucking around too much, it's not going to do anything for you. But then on the other side of that, there's working so hard for the sake of working hard. Like I used to be an amateur boxer, had about 7 fights total. My day to day would wake up at 4, go for a 5K run, then do 500 press ups, 500 squats, go to school, and then go to boxing from 6 till 9 and just repeat that Monday to Friday. And then Saturday was sparring. I was trying to follow the Mike Tyson lifestyle of what he did. I really looked up to him and still do to a certain degree. But with that, I was getting 5.5 hours sleep every night, which is just so unhealthy. And I was doing this at 16. I'm 21 years old now. But at 16, when you're going to school as well, It's just you're so busy for the whole day, and especially with boxing where you're trying to recover so well or so much because you're putting your body through such intense pressure. You want to recover. And I fell into this mindset of I'm going to outwork everyone. And I still kind of suffer from that now, but it's more now I've learned it's more about working smarter, not harder, but still working hard. That doesn't mean you become lazy because you've got some AI automations doing your business and all that bollocks. Like, you still have to put in the hours. And just starting out, it's just such a grind. Like, I don't know anyone who's running businesses and running successful businesses who just, or who at least started, they just put minimal effort in. Like, it just doesn't happen. It's non-existent and it's a lie. So if you're buying into those lies, you like, I fell into that as well, was did the drop shipping and kind of NFT trading and all that shit. And then it went nowhere. And my mindset was I can work a few hours a day, make a ton of money from the trading, and then that's that. It's not true. You really have to prioritize what's going to move the needle. And I think I'm repeating things at this stage, but yeah, I think if you don't, you have to learn that lesson sooner or later. Otherwise, you just cannot move forward. Like, I started my first business at 16, made my first dollar profitably when I started the video editing business, and that was 3 years ago. And then, so it was, how long into it? So I was around about 18 years old, so 2 years into it where I didn't make a single dollar. And that's because I was just fucking around, not actually developing a skill and just trying to live up this push a few buttons lifestyle and get rich. So once I made this mindset shift, that's when things just rapidly progressed. So yeah, hope you can kind of take something from this, and then sooner or later, ideally sooner, try to learn the lesson. And yeah, have a good one.